Did you know that the average American spends over $3,000 a year on stuff they don't need? From gadgets to subscriptions, we're surrounded by clutter, physical and financial, and it's draining our wallets. 67% of people admit they keep things they don't even use. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Minimalism isn't about owning nothing. It's about keeping only what adds value to your life. In this video, we're diving into 6 things that you just don't need. These are the items that may be silently wasting your money and space. I'll show you how you can save money, reduce stress, and free up space without sacrificing comfort or style. Ready to let go of the clutter? Stick around to find out how. Chapter 1. Tidy up your closet. The 5-item wardrobe myth. Have you ever looked at your closet and felt overwhelmed? It's easy to accumulate a pile of clothes over time, but many of them just sit there, collecting dust. In fact, according to a study by BookBub, the average American woman owns over 100 items of clothing, but wears only a fraction of them regularly. Minimalism doesn't mean you have to give up your love for fashion. It just means being intentional with what you choose to keep. Ask yourself, does this piece bring me joy or help me feel confident? If not, it's time to let it go. Marie Kondo, the queen of decluttering, advises that we should only keep items that spark joy. The same goes for clothes. Start by eliminating anything you haven't worn in the last year. By curating a wardrobe of only the essentials, you'll not only save space but save money too. Investing in high-quality, versatile pieces is the key. Plus, fewer clothes mean less laundry and less decision fatigue. Imagine how easy mornings could be with a minimalist wardrobe that you love. Chapter 2. Gadgets galore. When tech becomes a trap, we all love the latest gadgets, but owning too many can lead to more stress than satisfaction. A recent survey found that the average person has 7 electronic devices, phones, tablets, smart speakers, and more, yet studies show we often only use 1 or 2 of them on a daily basis. When it comes to tech, minimalism means focusing on what truly enhances your life. Do you really need that smart fridge or the latest smartwatch? If you're not using something regularly, it's probably time to let it go. Simplifying your tech tools can help you regain control over your time and attention. Here's a shocking stat. 52% of people report feeling overwhelmed by the number of devices and apps they use daily. By limiting your tech to only what's necessary, you can reduce distractions and focus on what truly matters. Less is more when it comes to technology. It's about finding the right tools, not the most tools. Chapter 3. The never-ending junk drawer. The someday pile. Let's be honest. How many times have you stuffed something in a junk drawer, telling yourself, I'll deal with this later? We've all been guilty of holding on to things, just in case, only to forget about them. According to research, 90% of people have a junk drawer somewhere in their home, full of items they never use. Minimalism encourages you to declutter your life by removing those items you've been holding onto for no reason. Start by going through your junk drawer and asking yourself, when was the last time I used this? If you can't remember, it's time to get rid of it. Remember, every item you hold onto takes up valuable mental space, too. Once you clear out your junk drawer, you'll feel lighter, both physically and mentally. The less you hold onto things, just in case, the more freedom you'll have to focus on what really matters. It's about being intentional with what you keep. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're finding these tips helpful. I'll be sharing even more strategies in the next chapters. Chapter 4. Bookshelves overload. Ditch the dust collectors. Have you ever looked at your bookshelf and felt overwhelmed? It's easy to accumulate a pile of books over time, but many of them just sit there collecting dust. In fact, according to a study by BookBub, the average American home has 300 books, but only 20% are read annually. If that's the case, why do we keep holding on to them? Minimalism doesn't mean you have to give up your love for reading. It just means being intentional with what you choose to keep. The idea is to focus on quality, not quantity. Ask yourself, does this book bring me joy or help me grow? If it doesn't, it's time to let it go. One trick to reduce clutter is to start by categorizing your books. Keep the ones that have a lasting impact, and donate or sell the ones that no longer serve a purpose. By simplifying your book collection, you create space for the books that truly matter to you. Not only will your physical space feel lighter, but you'll also feel more connected to the books you truly enjoy. Digital reading platforms can also help save space and allow you to read without adding physical clutter. Chapter 5. Excess furniture. When comfort becomes chaos, we all love a comfortable home, but when it comes to furniture, more isn't always better. Many of us fill our homes with extra chairs, tables, or shelves, thinking that more furniture equals more comfort. However, according to the National Association of Home Builders, the average American home has grown by 1,000 square feet in the past 40 years. Yet, most of us are still surrounded by too much stuff, including furniture we don't need. Minimalism encourages the opposite approach, quality over quantity. Instead of filling a room with unnecessary pieces, focus on choosing furniture that truly enhances your space. A well-placed sofa or a beautiful coffee table can make a big difference without the need for extra chairs or side tables. Think about functionality, too. For example, an ottoman with hidden storage can provide both a seat and a place to stow away clutter. Before buying any new furniture, ask yourself, what purpose does this serve? Less furniture means more room to breathe and move freely, creating a peaceful environment. By embracing a minimalist approach, you'll find that comfort doesn't come from the number of furniture pieces you have, but from how you arrange and use them. If you're loving these minimalism tips, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on more. Chapter 6. Subscriptions that suck. Unsubscribe to unnecessary costs. In today's world, subscriptions are everywhere. From streaming services to monthly delivery boxes, we're constantly bombarded with offers to subscribe to something new. But did you know that the average American spends about $273 a month on subscription services? That's over $3,000 a year, often for services we don't even use regularly. Minimalism isn't just about physical items, it's about simplifying your financial life too. Start by auditing your subscriptions. Do you really need all those streaming platforms? Are there services you've forgotten about but continue to pay for? Unsubscribing to things you don't use or need is an easy way to save money and reduce stress. By cutting back on unnecessary subscriptions, you free up not only money but also time. You'll no longer be spending time scrolling through endless options or trying to remember which services you're paying for. Digital minimalism is all about focusing on the services that truly add value to your life. In conclusion, minimalism isn't about being deprived. It's about making intentional choices and eliminating the excess that doesn't contribute to your well-being. So, take a moment to unsubscribe from those services that no longer serve you, and enjoy the freedom that comes with a simpler life. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more ways to simplify your life and keep it clutter-free.